Welcome back to TechniqueWOD. I'm here with Mike Bledsoe and Zach Critch. Mike is training to go to nationals this year in weightlifting, and Zach is a 2010 national champion in weightlifting, and in 2011 he's part of the world team. So he's been helping out Mike with his technique, and specifically today we're going to show what Zach has been showing Mike over the last few days about his jerk, some of the little things that are going a long way to help Mike improve his jerk. So, Zach?
Yep. Okay, Mike, if you just wanted to show what your jerk naturally is right now, and just hold the split position. Good. Okay, so I'm not going to critique his dip and drive. That was actually pretty good. But if you notice right here, there's two things I noticed right away. For one, his knee is over his foot. And the second one, his leg is almost completely straight. And his heel is up, that's okay. The ideal, you can come down. Ideally, you don't want your knee over your foot. You want your foot in front of your knee. If it's right here and you have this weight overhead and you're fighting with it, 90% of your weight is on this front leg, and there's really no good way to balance. You're almost balancing completely on one leg, whereas if your knee is behind, you can push off of both legs, and now you can struggle with a very heavy weight and fight for it. And here you're going to start walking forward, and you're going to recover also by just bringing your back leg forward. This way you can stay balanced, you can recover front foot, back foot, and front foot, and be in very much control even though it's a very heavy weight. So Mike needs to get his knee behind his foot. One of the things that I did is just drew a nice outline for where his feet should go. And this is a good way for him to learn this without having to do the dynamic movement with a bar where you have to dip and drive and jump into the correct position with the weight overhead. This way he can just do a nice foot drill and it'll come to him hopefully quicker. So put your heels where I have them, good. And so I just want you to dip. You could just kind of jump into that spot and try to have your feet land at the markings where they are. Good, okay. So his feet landed at the markings, which already made his front foot go further and got him in a much better position. His knee is now lined up and slightly back, and now you can push. He's much more, the weight is distributed evenly between his feet. And also his back leg is bent even more. So we've been working on this a little bit. He was able to jump into that much more naturally. So this is something he can do every day after every lift or after every workout. He can jump into this and try to feel balanced. And now if you want to pick up the bar.
The other thing too, real quick, that you pointed out to me earlier is when I was recovering from a jerk like this, I was starting from this position and stepping straight back when I wasn't consciously thinking of pushing up and then initiating a step back. All right.
Yeah. So if you want to just put the bar on your shoulders, this is an exercise I like a lot. It's very hard to do the first time you do it. And it kind of shows our imbalance and just how our control underneath the jerk is not that good. It's just called a press and split. So he's going to be in the correct position, and then he's going to do a shoulder press. Good. But the press isn't a nice, slow control. It's a fast, dynamic press, more similar to the jerk. So if you do a couple of these and really punch through, good. That was great. Good. Both the first time I did these and Michael, first press, we're all over the place. And the weight isn't heavy. It just shows how our control and our balance isn't that good. So this will really help. It's also a very good exercise to do before you do jerks. Warm up with a light weight, but do a couple reps of those and put a little bit of weight on there so it gets a little heavy before you do jerks, and it'll train your body to feel what it's like to be in the right positions.
Thanks, Zach.
All right.
All right, guys. See you next time.